I didn't realize I've owned other businesses. I had a brick and mortar store. I've had some other stores, and this feeling comes when it's time to close those, and then I just don't. I hold on to them too long, and they like become
Mm.
a weight. And so for this one, I was like, no, I'm not going to publish anything in the foreseeable future. I usually had like 6 to 7 books in the works at a time where I just bounced between them writing them, and I didn't have that anymore. And so, I just finished up what I was working on, and I was like, I guess I'm done. And so, it was a lot because before then I'd been working like 120 hours a week. I had family. Um, my marriage was imploding, putting it, yeah. And so, where I had to decide where my time was going. And so I took it and refocused it on relationships and trying to salvage what I could there. And so it just felt like it was the end of this era with writing and publishing. And um, yeah, and like I said, it was the end of something, and it made sense to me. Um, when I finished the arrangement series, it felt like a chapter closed. And so, a lot of writers write and they're reflecting their own lives, and it just never occurred to me that, that chapter of my life was ending in terms of marriage and divorce. So,
So I think that. So wait, I'm going to say this, and then if you don't want me to say it, I'll cut it out. So
okay.
we connected in a romance author divorce support group. Divorce took forever, and there was COVID and all that. But so I will say that I did notice. Okay, during the divorce, I think I wrote 3 romances. I really wanted to write this trilogy. What made you think it was not writing as opposed to? I'm not saying people should like you should flip genres or do 10 other things, but what made it like pull all of it away as opposed to moderating, quitting, thinking about like pivoting or something like that?
Um, at the time, I hadn't accepted my marriage was over. And so I didn't know that was coming. I just felt like if I keep going, something will change, something will get better. Um, and it felt like it just needed more time than I had, and I was being pulled in two directions for, I mean, like 120 hours a week. I'm
No,
not
that's
exaggerating. That was so much time. It was so exhausting. The release schedule was a new book published about every 2.5 weeks.